Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. This is Toybox, and today I wanted to discuss an issue that I'm pretty sure most of us have in this fandom, and that would be coming up with your Fursona and creating it. And I want to do my best to help you out with that. So let's get right into it. So the first part about making a Fursona, I think, is starting with personality. And not your Fursona's personality, necessarily, but your personality. Your personality reflects a lot of what species your Fursona is and even what colors they are. For an example, if you're more of an introvert, like myself, in real life, your Fursona might tend to be a cat or even a fox, since those are typically shy creatures. And if you're more extroverted, it might be something like a wolf or a dragon, or even maybe some lions or some dogs like a golden retriever or a Labrador. Those animals tend to be more social, with wolves hanging out in packs and dogs being really social creatures, minus a few exceptions, but for the most part, they're associated with being social. And lions are shown to be brave, very brave creatures. So if you're more of an extrovert, that's kind of a brave quality, I think. And if you're someone who's more chill, laid back, just kind of vibes, you could also be a fox, you could be a cheetah even, or maybe even a zebra, or a giraffe even. The possibilities are endless. And if you want your Fursona to be the opposite of what your personality is, then you have your options right there. If you're an introvert and you want your Fursona to be an extrovert, again, they could be a lion, a canine, or even a giraffe. Perhaps even a bunny. And if you're more extroverted and you want your Fursona to be more introverted, again, you got a cat, a fox, and hell, even a rat I can put in there. Now that we've got species out of the way, let's talk about personality. If you're more of an introvert, you tend to be more shy and lean towards darker colors. Those colors being black, grays, and even dull colors like a dark blue or dark red, or even a dark purple for that matter. Being an introvert, you don't want to stand out. You don't want to pop out too much. So having those dull colors really helps with that. And if you're more of an extrovert, or if you want your Fursona to be more of an extrovert, brighter colors really help with that. So bright yellows, bright pinks, greens, oranges, blues, any bright colors to help your Fursona pop out. And if you want one part of your Fursona to stick out more than the other, like the head, the paws, maybe the legs or the tail, that's perfectly fine. And there's a few ways you can do that. If you want your head to pop out more, you want to add more detail to, or really any body part that you want to pop out more, you want to add more detail to that than to other parts of your body. For example, let's take a look at Beauty of the Base. Their head and their chest piece have a lot of attention versus their arms, their paws, their feet, and even their tail. But going back to you, put more detail into the part that you want to have more attention to. Add more details, or even just adding brighter colors to it. The rest of your body might be a solid color or even monochromatic, but the part of your body that you want to pop out will be more vibrant in detail. Or maybe your body pattern is simple compared to your paws or your head or even your tail. And going back to Beauty of the Base for a minute, going back to that chest piece, you can see that it takes inspiration from a speaker. And that brings us right into our next topic, actually, is finding inspiration. You can find inspiration in several different objects, in any objects, really. That can be from a doorway to even a window or a tree or the toilet. Yeah, that too. And it can also take inspiration from your master's clothing. Yeah, you can do that. I'm in the middle of recording. Can you go away? Yeah, sorry. I'll go now. All right, thanks. Anyway, getting back on topic. You can take inspiration from other people's Fursonas as well, as long as you don't copy them. That's the big difference, is take inspiration from other people's Fursonas as much as you want, just don't copy them. For example, if somebody were to make a fennec with a crank on the side of their head, legally I can't copyright that design because it's a fennec with the crank. I'm not going to go out of my way to copyright that anyway. But I would look at it a bit weird, of hey, I've already come up with that, it's a little bit weird, don't place the crank in the same position. Place it somewhere else. Or maybe even come up with a different species altogether with a crank on the side of their head. That's fine. fine. As long as it's not a carbon copy or a direct copy, both color-wise and pattern-wise, then it's fine to take inspiration. If you want to take inspiration from Beauty of the Beast and their speaker, you can put it elsewhere. You can put it on your hands, or even your tail, or even have it as an eyepiece. That would be amazing. Don't copy their design outright. Your Fursona is meant to be unique to you and to you alone, not to anyone else. Make your Fursona pop out amongst a crowd of creativity. That is what's most important about making your Fursona, is it is for you, not for anyone else. It's your design, not anyone else's. Make it pop out, make it different. Even if it's similar in a lot of ways, your Fursona will always be unique to you. And that's what really matters. And I really hope this video helped out some of you. Please let me know if it did. If it didn't, I do apologize for that. I did try my best here. But with all that said, I hope that you all have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good evening.